to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Being chased out left. The receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. There'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Nice caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Trent Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Raiders 0. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
First down, Mariota steps away to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
That's a nice job there. Because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Mariota. He's got a man, it's Williams. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mariota again. And this one's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And now he'll top from the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ball carrier taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Raiders nothing.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Smith out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
14-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. A second down throw here for Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third and short yardage. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. a 3-yard pickup.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. To throw is Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
Las Vegas.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Mariota forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. That's caught by Waller out left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
4th down, Mariota. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. 3rd down here. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
48-yard line.
Here's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Ryan will throw again. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception here, Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third and long here for Mariota. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now a give running left for Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this into the hands of Taylor. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
It's 10. Raiders nothing.
First down, Ryan. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. The 30.
All you got to do is
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. For 55 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota will find Williams on the slant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 13, Falcons 10. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Gurley again here on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Gurley, handoff left. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing now is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
13-yard line.
That's the reason we going for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring? And how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Casey on the coverage.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle.